We'll get things underway, so if everyone wants to just gather around, perhaps people get in their soup there. Hi, I'm David Armstrong, and just on behalf of the local business association Glen Eden, a big welcome to you all. Thanks so much for coming along here to the official launch of this amazing mural, which we've enjoyed. I've seen it being painted over the last few weeks, but we're here to enjoy today. We've just got a few messages that we need to pass on. We have got some lovely soup, 2 different varieties here that we hope everyone's going to partake in for your lunch. We've got some bread to have with that, so please help yourself to that. Just a couple of thank yous. There was a grant from the Mayoralty Trust that helped pay for this, so thank you for that. We also like to thank the Tag Out Trust, who are going to be putting 2 layers of protection over the mural to make sure that it lasts long term, so thank you to them. We had scaffolding from Higher Pool, and they, for the second portion of that, donated that to us as well, so much appreciation to them also. But really, at the end of the day, we're here to celebrate Heathermeg. It was, we were very pleased to secure her to be doing this mural for us, but really she has gone so far beyond the call of duty in doing it. The number of hours just in one small part is absolutely amazing. It's going to be a legacy that will last a long time in Glen Eden, and we're all enjoying it today, but people are going to enjoy this from the Curry Grove down to the Manukau heads there, or the trees in between, the beautiful cabbage trees and the nikos and the pahutakawas and the flaxes. There's just so much in this with the houses and just the way it progresses, and it is just so beautiful. So well done to Heathermeg. Thank you so much, and thank you all for coming along today. We're just going to pass on to Greg Preston from the local board, the chair there, and then we're going to give Heathermeg a chance to just tell us a little bit about the mural. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Can I congratulate Dave and Jennifer Conlon and all of the bid members for this wonderful addition to Glen Eden.
Yeah.
Special congratulations to the Woman of the Year, Heathermeg Sampson.
Oh, lovely. Feels good.
I believe this is a wonderful addition to the local environment. Glen Eden's a wonderful place, but it's a little bit tired in parts, and it needs a bit of a spruce up. And if we could do this sort of thing to the rest of Glen Eden, it would be an absolutely wonderful place to be in. And this is obviously more than just a bit of a tart-up. In years to come, I believe it will become the Glen Eden equivalent of the Sistine Chapel. Heathermeg will be known as our very own Michelangelo. So congratulations again. Obviously we need to think about the next project that we should do, and we'll be in contact. So thank you, Heather.
Hold me back. Well, I don't know if you have questions about it, but I know I've been asked many questions while I've been working on it. And one of the things that have been really rewarding about this project has been getting to know the community. Stop. And Maisie's been very much part of it.
Yes.
Very good dog, and she has met a lot of people. I think a lot of people come to see her as much as they have come to see me. But the mural started off lots of hours in my studio just visualizing. I don't do 2 things when I'm preparing for a mural. I don't draw it, and I don't give a deadline. I seem to work with visualizing the theme, and in this case, the Waitakere ranges. I found that really easy because every time I came here, I saw ranges over here. Just a snippet, but it was enough, because I see this, we're surrounded by this. So I wanted this mural to depict the ranges first and foremost, and that was great, just making a start. Once I started, I couldn't stop, and rain days kept me away, but I was back here as soon as I could, and 240 hours later, I just knew when it was finished, and that's why I don't give a deadline, because I don't want to stop before I think it is, and I don't want to keep going when it gets, not spinning my wheel anymore. So the 240 hours has done it physically on the wall, and I'm really, really happy with it. And I'm ecstatic that so many of people in the community have got behind it and are so encouraging, and the conversations I've heard and have had have been extremely satisfying. And so I've got to hear a lot of the community here they're wanting this tarting up, they're wanting something bright and encompassing for their surroundings. Everyone's very proud to be living here, and I can see that the happiness that this is giving everyone that I come across. Wow, who wouldn't like to do a job like that? So I feel really privileged that I've got to do it, and that I was allowed the free range to do it my way, which is how I work anyway, but it's wonderful that, you know, it gets embraced. About 80 litres of paint, although it's a bit of an estimate. I go for resin paint because it's green, you know, but some people donated paint, and that's in itself is fantastic. This the community coming in and saying, oh, I've got this, would you like it? And so that's really great as well. Community jobs are all about that, and we've got two major walls at the end and up here that I just simply had to have big scaffolding for. And lucky for a good friend who came, I'm not sure if he's here. Here he is. Hi, Dave.
Yeah, well done.
Dave, he got things going with Hire Pool, and they very happily and generously donated the large scaffolding, which gave me that freedom to get up high for the Pūtakawa, which I couldn't possibly leave this mural without beautiful Pūtakawa. It's kind of a signature of mine. I do Pūtakawas, and I love doing them. And the kauris, standing tall like the mighty kauri, I find that's a saying my dad used to say to me, and it goes with me with a lot of my life. And so my kauris were very important to be in here. And also there is this ghastly kauri dieback, which is affecting a lot of our Waitakere. So I'm glad that I could put these in here. These will never die. But you know what, we must appreciate them. From the babies, the different shape of the babies, to the mighty tall and ancient ones. Mel's Barton is here. She's actually represents the campaign for Kauri Dieback. So if anyone has anything they want to know, any information they'd like to find out, or just have a friendly chat to her, Mel's is really friendly, and she's actually really full of knowledge. The architecture on the Waitakeres, I love the fact that houses are dotted in the ranges, and they're also different from Jocelyns 30, how old is yours?
It was built in 1946.
1946.
The little...
That is her back. That is her home, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And Jocelyn here has been very instrumental in recording the whole progress.
Thank you.
Of this. And the progress is something that happens quite quickly, really. So, wow, I'm really looking forward to seeing those that filming of its stages. And I have been posting the progress on Facebook because I don't know, every day seemed exciting to me, and I just wanted to show, share, and tell. And then I'd be enthused the next day with the comments you get from that. So feedback is so, it's an important part of my job too. And even though I wouldn't necessarily do what you asked me to do, it's all feedback. So the architecture, the Art Bunker Studio, which I've been, is my business and has been residing in Atkinson Road, Titirangi for 18 years. It's now something else, but I had to put it in here because it's quite an iconic building. I don't think it'll ever be forgotten, that Art Bunker building. And I found this grill, so I thought, that's it. That's because it was a square building, steel and concrete. And you'll see in there, I've sneaked a little artist with a palette. I love working around posts, anything imperfect. It's a challenge sometimes, but I love doing that because it gives you another dimension and it's fun. To create it into something. The knee cow?
Yes, well,
Yes.
you tell people what it really is.
It's a drain pipe.
Yes. A big drain pipe.
See that drain pipe? It couldn't possibly be anything but the trunk of a knee cow. Yeah, it is, eh? Oh yes, there's a hole in the wall. So, yay, you know the railway through Waitakere? The walk through, the black tunnel, you have to wear, you know, get your torch out or your phone and to see through it. That had to go in there, and there's a hole. There's the water that kept dripping from the broken air conditioning unit. I hope it never gets fixed now because it adds to my mural. It's got the paint would not stay on, so it had to be a waterfall because we've got beautiful waterfalls out here. Beautiful waterfalls. And right down to the West Coast beach, of course, wouldn't be right not to have one of our surf beaches. And none of it is anywhere in particular. Everything is just my inspiration, what I get inspired by. So I will depict this end here. Reminds me of when I lived in Huia. It's not necessarily Huia, but it's recognisable as one of the many. I think any questions?
And your lovely waves down there, aren't they?
Yes, those
and the
West
beach,
Coast
it feels like you
waves.
walk out into them.
Yeah.
Yes, it just feels like you could walk out
Yes.
into them.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
The Putakawa, which is dripping black paint, it happened accidentally overnight. So I finished the trunk in black and went home, and the next day found that the rain had run the black paint and it was perfect.
Yeah, made all
Aerial roots of the Putakawa. I think it's blessed already, it seems. So I wrapped that's, you know, one of those surprises that you get when you're working spontaneously and you're open-minded to go with the flow. And the only thing that, you know, I couldn't go with was the damn tagging down here on this lake down here. But that became easy. I just recreated the water, and you can't see it, and
Masterpiece it is.
so yeah, 240 hours approximately, many hours behind the scenes before, no drawings, just in here. I can't work with anyone else because I got to be, it's in here, so I can't instruct someone to colour in here or do that. It just goes, and boy, one day I'm up here, next minute I'm down there, so there's nothing that I'm not structured in many ways.
It's a real
Thank you very much for coming. Thank you. I've had lovely support from everybody, and particularly Jennifer Conlon. Come on out of the dark under there, girl. Jennifer. And she certainly has been our coordinator, our troubleshooter, you have been really good. You couldn't do it without support like that, so thank you.
I've lost my voice.
Oh,
yeah.
Lots of people who came too, thank you, because every day was different.
And Heba helping with the muscles.
Yes, I know. If we needed some help with us moving something heavy, okay. No matter where he was, how busy he is. So I'll tell you what, there's been quite a few musicians and other artists who have come along while I've been doing this project. So I have invited musicians to come if they have their instrument with them. And I do believe Jocelyn has actually written a song about this mural, right?
Yeah.
I think we could all listen to that.
Well, I have to get my guitar out of the car, so you might have to keep talking. Is Tom still here?
Painted with Pleasure by Heathermeg.
Beautiful. That is such a precious thing you've given to us. Iconic, forever immortalised on the wall. It looks lovely. I'm so proud of you. I'm sure we all are proud of you so much. Well done. 3 cheers for Heathermeg. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Well done. Heathermeg, I'm quite fascinated with that lovely coat. Where did you get the coat? Was it a coat that you had or what?
I decided I need a coat to paint on for this exhibition opening, and I went to the first 2 op shops and I came across the coat just here in Glen Eden.
Oh.
And I needed it to be blue, and there was a blue coat.
Wow.
So I painted it last night in the theme of murals. So I started with the Waitakere theme again, and it probably evolved even more, but I wanted to get the kauri tree in there, the kowhai tree. It's just a depiction of some of this mural. I wanted to wear it.
Of course you did. What a wonderful way to be part of your mural.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I could wear this.
Anywhere. That'll take you anywhere, that coat, and you'll never be short of people to talk to.
Right, I know that. I know what you mean.
Oh,
yeah.
they'll come up. That's better value than a dog or even children to get the conversation started.
That's right, it's usually the
Hey, Maisie. Oh,
Maisie.
darling. Okay. Let your footsteps take you to a greener place, under the mighty kauri trees. Discover the hidden pathways that lead into the forest, a special place in which to be. Follow the long West Coast road, twisting and turning as it goes, winding up and over those Waitakere ranges, and all the way out to the sea. To Piha and Kaurikare. Watch as the sun goes down, gold on the water, cloud shapes and colors of the sky. See the red flowers of Hohutakawa. Notice